Hey, this is Soldier 7 here, reporting for Right Wing Federation, and this video is going to be about, Pelosi said what? I don't know, but apparently, recently, not too long ago, there was some footage released of Nancy Pelosi talking about the National Guard. Like, she seemed to be like, where's the National Guard and why were they not there and so forth, and she also would say something about taking full responsibility and whatnot. And I'm assuming, from what I understand, this footage that was just released, it was taken around the time, at least somewhere around January 6, 2021, which was about 3 years ago at this time. So there is that, and I don't know, she said what, and it is creating a whole lot of confusion, because from what her side of the story was before that footage was Trump should have sent in the National Guard or so forth, or should have had more help with law enforcement or so forth, or security or whatnot. And she claims that, she never got it. And then, of course, you had Trump, who all this time since has said that he did have the National Guard, or did deploy it there, or was trying to get it deployed there around that time, but apparently Nancy Pelosi declined. She said, no, don't have it there. So, yeah, this is just creating a whole lot of confusion and a whole lot of new questions, because was it true that Donald Trump did plan to have the National Guard there, but Nancy Pelosi declined? And then there's this new footage that come out and has her say, where were they at? Where were they not? Why were they not there, and so forth? But apparently it was said that. But apparently she said it was never sent. She said she had no control over the National Guard. But nevertheless, many people have said, well, Trump said, well, not just Trump, but many people have said Trump wanted the National Guard to be there even before January 6th, but somehow she declined. So I don't know. I mean, technically it's Capitol Hill, so I would figure she would have some sort of authority to have the right amount of security. So who knows? Maybe it's almost like she wanted January 6th to happen. I don't know. And I know doing a video like this may get me in trouble and so forth. But, what needs to be said is what needs to be said, and that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, not to sound off or anything, but I'm pretty confused about the whole thing too. I mean, granted, I don't really trust the whole January 6th committee and so forth, and then and this right here just gives me less of a reason to trust it. Like, what was the point around all of it? I don't know. But and I'm sorry, it's just after looking at that video, it created a whole lot of confusion, but I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. And then when that footage was released, Nancy Pelosi came out saying, oh, this is an attempt on so-called right-wing revisionism, and it's like, I don't know about that. This seems pretty cut and dry here. If anything, it just creates more confusion, because Pelosi said this is what really occurred, and Trump was being crazy that day and tried to take the steering wheel and so forth, but no one said he did, even though those who claim he did, eventually it was said no, he didn't. So this is creating a whole lot of confusion. But anyway, I don't know. Does anyone else feel this way? If so, please do tell. The comments are open, and that's all I'm going to say for right now. This is Soldier 7. Thanks for listening.